All right, everybody. Welcome to Cape Henry Collegiate. We've got a nice girls soccer match going on this afternoon. My name's Brian Facemeyer. I'm joined today by Zoe Moreland. Say hi, Zoe.
Hello, folks. Excited to get back into soccer. It's a beautiful day outside.
Cavaliers make a penetrating run down the right-hand side. The Dolphins are playing the Princess Anne High School Cavaliers today. I'll get to the starting lineups in just a few minutes. We got a lovely spring day, as Zoe said, sitting around in the upper 70s. Maya Harrington's in goal for Cape Henry today, and she's got a goal kick to get us back in action here.
The Cavaliers, a highly decorated team boasting three different high school commits to VCU, Washington and Lee, and then Virginia Wesleyan University. So they're bringing a lot of talent here to the Cape Henry Fields today.
Dolphins aren't short on talent themselves. Princess Anne's sitting at a record of 2-1. Cape Henry's at a record of 3-1 right now. I think the Dolphins look like they've set up in a 3-5-2 formation. Two pressing forwards are going to be Sanaya Rim and Jillian Summers. You're going to have Emma Scott in the holding midfield position with Chloe, and who's that in the other attacking mid right here? I can't tell.
That's going to be
number.
Claire.
That's going to be Claire. That's
she's
Claire
an eighth
Davis.
grader,
Yep,
pushing into the side.
Excellent. That's going to be our midfield setup on the wide right. In defense, it looks like we've got Mary Turner Ship, Shannon Tatter, and Kirsten Ruby are going to round out the defense in the central portion of the pitch today. It looks like the Cavaliers have a goal kick. I'll get to the Cavaliers starting lineup.
It's going to be Ella Schofield in the goal for the Cavaliers, sending it out.
You've got the starting lineup, so he passed me that. It's got Ella Schofield in goal. We've got Riley McGinnis, junior left back. Keely Ferguson, junior center back. Aldrin Barclay, center midfielder today, a junior over at Princess Anne. Amy Woodworth, senior forward. Isabella Cobos heading to VCU in the fall to carry on her talents to Richmond. Amelia Mankey is a Washington League commit. She's also a senior center defensive midfielder. Nina Murphy, a sophomore forward. Olivia Dietz is a junior right back. Caroline White, senior center midfielder. And Olivia Bromback is headed to Virginia Wesleyan. That's going to round out the starting lineup for the Cavaliers today. We've had no changes, no substitutions. We understand Emma Scott may be coming in and out due to a turf toe situation that's been bothering her off and on for the past week or so. So they're gonna limit her minutes a little bit today.
She made a big push to be on the field.
That is a well-pressed tackle from Jillian Summers. No surprise there. She's a perseverant athlete, to say the least. Wouldn't you agree?
She brings her strength into every contest, for sure.
Indeed. And one of those strengths is that she's not ever going to quit on anything. Looks like Sanaya Rim's going in for possible short corner or some kind of play off the practice pitch. Kirsten's making a late run into the box. They don't get it in the box right away.
Don't worry, it's all under control.
It's now in the box. And cleared by the Cavaliers, only as far as Mary Turner, though, on the right wing. Sanaya is making some inroads into the right edge of the 18 here. That's Megan Zimmerman in the midfield. I think I didn't mention her in the starting lineup.
Shannon.
I'm just seeing the wings here. We got pardon me while I organize my paperwork. We got Megan Zimmerman, on the right, not
Sadie
originally
Jolly
part of my
on the left.
my lineup, and Sadie Jolly's out there on the left. I knew I missed somebody. All right.
Shannon Tatter there made a strong push to be able to interrupt the Cavs on their forward press, letting Cape Henry set up in defense kind of the way they would like instead of being rushed back.
PA is one of the top-ranked schools in the area, from what I understand, and they're showing today they're going to try to put together some passes. They're going to try to keep the ball an hour in their attacking third, and they've got a cut back here on the right-hand side, and they're trying to get the ball and work the ball into the box here. But they're gonna. It looks like they're gonna try to do as much as they can down this right hand side and try to attack our left. That's most where most of the attack has come from the Cavaliers so far today. Jillian and Sanaya need to organize this press a little bit because Jillian's going and Sanaya's staying, and
Don't worry, Emma Scott's
it'll
there.
be a bit organized. Emma Scott will clean up the mess in midfield. It looks like Shannon,
Regardless of turf toe.
regardless of Turtle, she plays through injuries. We know that. Emma Scott's capable of running through a wall if necessary for her teammates and for the Dolphins.
Just to quote former commentator Greg Angley, she's been known
my.
to lay a football tackle from time to
Oh,
time.
we're in trouble
Just-
here. Okay, cleared. Maya came for it, didn't get it, and ended up looking like Shannon cleared. Cleared the ball out for the Dolphins. Throw into the Cavaliers. Ball's back in play on the right-hand side. Everything's coming up the right-hand side for them. But they do have us pinned back a bit, cross into the box, and nice attempt at a volley for the Cavaliers. Ends up over the bar. Maya's going to go track that. Coaching staff for the Dolphins today. Head coach Tina Lowry. She's assisted by Coach Dave Brunn and Coach Dave Liebig. Dave Liebig is a goalkeeper coach and played at the University of Maryland back in his heyday and has been helping out the boys and girls soccer programs at Cape Henry for the better part of the last 20 years in the goalkeeping department, often referred to as the hologram for how much he comes in and out of practice. Yeah.
I think we had a
Ball's free in the box. We had an error in our starting lineup, it looks like. The head coach did circle some of these names, but they're not the names that are out on the pitch currently. So we haven't crossed all of our
I think
T's
we
here.
had a mistake there.
Peyton Peterson, not
Peyton Peterson is
not
on the
Claire
field.
Davis,
Yes.
correct? Yeah. All right.
In
Sorry about
midfield
that.
there.
Yeah.
Also an 8th grader, bringing up some young talent into the team. Hoping to build a bright future for the program for years to come because they are graduating a few important seniors in the names of Jillian Summers, Emma Scott, and Chloe Schleifer that have been integral parts of this team for the past 4 years, 5 even for some of them.
That's right, and it's going to be 5 for these two young 8th graders who are joining the team, Claire Davis and Peyton Peterson. It's important to get them meaningful game minutes from an early career standpoint. So once they start getting these minutes, once they get on the big stage and it's 12th grade and it's a state tournament, they're not going to be afraid of the big lights. They're not going to be afraid of the big moment.
They're used to it. They
Yep.
say practice makes perfect, but the only way that you can get true
Ball's back in
meaningful
play here.
experience is on the pitch.
On the pitch itself. Ball's back in play. Looks like they're going to try to build out of the back Princess Anne. Again, they're going up the right-hand side to their right winger. It looks like they're set up in a 4-3-3, 3-4, running with 3 forwards. Puts us at a bit of a disadvantage playing a 3-5-2 the way we are. The point of the 3-5-2, Mary Ship chases down a loose one down the left-hand side as the Prince Anne Cavaliers switch the ball really well there through midfield. Mary Turner runs that down really well. As I was saying, what was I saying?
I think you're talking about the setups where
The setup, the advantage is, thank you, the 3-5-2 versus the 4-3-3, right? The advantage of a 3-5-2 is you got 2 forwards staying up top to press their defenders. That only works if we are going to possess the ball behind the forwards. They've got 2 loose at the back post, which is exactly where they're trying to go with this thing. So we can't cover both of them. It looks like we've got a handball here. Referee is called that handball against the Cavaliers. I think that was a clear handball. No complaints from anybody on the pitch. So Maya Harrington tracks down the ball again in goal for the Dolphins, and she'll get it back in play here momentarily. Jillian does not get a touch on that. She's got to chase this down now as their Cavaliers are starting to dominate possession a little bit. Wouldn't you say?
I would say, and they've
Right.
got a substitution coming in right now.
They do.
Number 3,
It's going to be
Ava Rogers, the sophomore. We'll let you know who she
Right.
exchanges for.
Indeed. There you go, Sanaya.
Sanaya
Intercepts
really
the ball at
has
midfield,
been.
tries to play a one-touch through ball to Jillian. Doesn't come off the way she intended, I have a feeling. Keeper was quick off her line for the Cavaliers. She's playing right around top of the 18. We've got an offsides call here now against the Cavaliers as well after they clear that ball forward. It looks like Sanaya and Jillian weren't exactly on the same page there, but they're working out their relationship still up top as two of the senior members of this team and
Sanaya's
prolific
really
strikers.
been the spark for the team so far in this game, pushing them forward in a way that not many other players right now really are.
I like the 3-5-2 for another reason. It crowds the midfield. And the more people in midfield, the harder it is to play. Well, theoretically, the harder it is to play through 5 players in midfield as opposed to just the 4 in a diamond. And it looks like we've got 2 wingers and a bit of an inverse triangle with 2 attacking mids and a holding midfielder. Cavaliers threatening here on the left foot, and she hits it over the bar.
The Cavaliers dominating the game in shots. Cape Henry has barely been able to keep it in their forward third.
It's like Ava Rogers is coming on for Riley McGinnis. Yeah, the attacking third, the middle third, and your defensive third is how we want to organize the field, how we want to organize our thoughts around this.
Braunbeck there just hits it out. Does a good job keeping Sinai off the ball, but it will come back to the Dolphins there.
That last shot from the Cavaliers came from their left winger, their left forward player. That's going to be Amy Woodworth. Had a good look at it, just couldn't get over top of it and hit it over the bar. It was a good look, though, from the Cavaliers. They're looking strong in midfield as well as in attack. And like I mentioned, most things look like they're going up this right-hand side.
Shannon Tadden works there, just
clears.
in the right place at the right time. Able to send that ball back, but well only as far as number 12, Amelia Mankey.
Good tackle in midfield from the 8th grader Peyton. Keeper's off her line quick, but if Jillian presses this like she's meant to, and she did, keeper was quick to it. Jillian stays to play a little bit with her left midfielder. It's a good ball out wide to Amy Woodworth. Maya's here and makes a great play on it. Great save. Challenges the striker like she's supposed to do. Comes out big. Stands up. Makes the save. That was a one-on-one. Well done to Maya on that. Cavaliers have now gained possession back and are getting back into their passing game, keeping us pinned into the final third here for the Dolphins. Again, out wide right. Dolphins are going to have to address that at some point. And this left forward is coming inside a lot. Another great save from Maya. Their left forward is inverting. It looks like it may be an inverted right footer. She's going to cut inside a lot and get to that near post from the far side. Looks like tactically what the Cavaliers are attempting to do here. Mary Turner has a go at a one-touch clearance and doesn't come off exactly. I'd like to see her take a touch there. She had plenty of time, plenty of space. Take a touch, settle the ball, pick a pass, let the Dolphins keep possession. We're going to run ourselves ragged chasing the ball around like we are today. We've got to get a handle on that. We've also got to get a handle on locking down that right side a little bit better. Our left, their right. Foray into the forward third from number 7, That's going to be a goal for the Cavaliers. And I missed who got it because I was looking down at my paper. It looks like it's number 8, Amy Woodworth, coming in
No,
from
I'm
that.
thinking it's no. Number
Is
13,
it
Nina
13, Nina
Murphy, I
Murphy?
think.
Okay, you're right. That's going to be their right forward, I believe.
Just a sophomore here, making a big impact on the Princess Anne team.
Got some
Emma
subs
Scott coming
on.
off,
Emma
just
Scott.
managing that turf toe here, as well as Megan Zimmerman. I believe it was 8th grader Claire Drake that went in, and then Gala Mateus, who went in for Megan.
Gala Mateus and Claire Davis. Claire Davis is who came on for the Dolphins today. Again, the left forward cutting into the center of the park. Patience from the Dolphins would do them a little bit of good here. A little bit of patience when we're on the ball. Settle things down. This is where senior leadership comes in. And it looks like we've moved. Have we moved Jillian into the midfield a little bit? Did we change the formation?
I think talking about that senior leadership with Emma off of the field, it falls a lot harder on Jillian and Chloe to kind of organize everyone.
Agreed. The three of them are the backbone of this whole operation.
The 3 captains.
Indeed. Got a sub coming on for the Cavaliers.
Number 2 is going back
number
in.
2, Riley McGinnis, is going to come back on in a few minutes. Next dead ball. Number 7 in the midfield for the Cavaliers is Audrey Barclay. She's dominating in the midfield at this moment. She's been on the ball a lot. I like the way she plays. I like the way she moves. She looks like she's one of these center midfield players who always wants to touch, always needs to touch. And we've got a cross in the midfield. Maya makes a great save.
Puts her body on the line there.
An otherwise unmarked forward. And I have a feeling if the center forward had let that go, it would have come straight to the forward on the back post for an easy tap in there. Sanaya Rim makes a great turn against a great defender here, and then the defender for the Cavaliers gets back. And there's a great through ball from Sanaya. Looks like the other forward wasn't on the same page. Who is that out there?
That's going to be Claire Davis.
That's going to be Claire Davis up top.
You know, one of the youngest players on the team, just giving her some time to grow into the role. And like we were talking about with Jillian and Sanaya,
There's a great shot from Jillian there. Sorry to interrupt. A good shot. I'd like to see a little bit more anticipation from the other 2 forwards jumping on that rebound. Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Claire's got plenty of time to kind of grow into her role and work on her positioning and that relationship between her and Sanaya that is crucial to their press.
And there's another goal from the right winger, Nina Murthy. Just a great dribble through about 5 or 6 defenders there from the Dolphins. A lot of stabbing at the ball, not a ton of containment, trying to force the attacking player one way or the other. Maya Harrington did all she could there. It was a great finish from Nina Murthy. And as we mentioned, at that dead ball and on the goal, it looks like Riley McGinnis is going to come back on for number 22, Olivia Dietz, who's coming off. About 21 minutes to go. 2-0 to the Cavaliers. The Dolphins, at first I thought perhaps we changed the formation, but we didn't. We just changed some personnel around. When Emma Scott came off, Jillian did drop back into the midfield, and Claire Davis moved up to the front too. So we still got Sanaya and now Claire running around up top for us.
Mary Turner throws it in. Keeps ending up behind the Princess Anne bench here.
Be another throw in for the Dolphins here on the near side, straight to the Princess Anne defender.
Kirsten Ruby, a new player to the team this year, known for her field hockey prowess, has been trying out soccer this year. just to try and diversify.
Great intervention there from Gala Mateus in the back line there, because if that ball got through, there were two waiting for a tap in on the far post. Speaking of players who are multi-sport athletes, there are quite a few on this Dolphins soccer team.
Star captain Jillian Summers is actually committed to Gettysburg Academy for field hockey. And she's a full three sport athlete. She shows all of her strength and all of her passion on the basketball court as well. So even though she's just committed for field hockey to Gettysburg, there's a high chance we'll be seeing her in other sports at the collegiate level.
That's great. She, I think, is if I'm looking out here, I think she is the only college commit that I'm aware of at this point to play athletics on this Dolphin soccer team. But we have a young team, and I wouldn't doubt that that's going to change in the next few years.
The
Other
team definitely
multi-sport,
looks a bit different from past years, losing some of the strongest seniors last year.
great intervention
Four
there from Mary
committed players.
Turner. Indeed, a lot of three-sport athletes out here. I know Chloe Schleifer is a multi-sport athlete. Kirsten, a little handball there from Kirsten. She's thinking she's got a field hockey stick in her hand, maybe going for the ball.
Sanaya Rem there as well, known for her speed. She's in both cross country and indoor track. And she could do great things on the track, but she just uses that as conditioning to really show her stuff on the soccer field.
Gala Mateus, another multi-sport athlete, basketball player and soccer player. There are several out here I know we're going to miss. I know Emma Scott is also a basketball player and leaves it on the court, just like she leaves it on the field. Maya Harrington in goal, another three-sport. A great punch from Maya there to clear the ball, and falls to a Prince Anne player who hits it over the bar. Got a substitution coming on for the Dolphins here. Number 20, Megan Zimmerman's coming on for
Sadie Jolly,
Sadie
the junior,
Jolly,
playing
the
out on that
junior
wing.
on the left wing out there, left midfield. Mr. Walker is over here taking pictures at this point. We're going to be featured in some sort of Cape Henry Collegiate publication, I imagine. He's laughing at me. Another great intervention for Mary Turner here on the side. Wins. I thought that might have been a Cape Henry throw-in. Doesn't look like it, though. They're going to give that to the Cavaliers. No complaints from anybody on the pitch, so it looks like the referee probably had that right. Again, number 7 is on the ball for the Cavaliers. That was an inadvertent whistle from another field, I think. A couple people look like they stopped and looked.
Yeah, we've got a lot of games happening home at Cape Henry, a lacrosse game right now, and then a girls lacrosse game afterwards. All three Cape Henry teams playing today have been doing awesome things, have winning records right now.
Tomorrow afternoon, you can tune into another live stream. I believe tomorrow afternoon is baseball, and so you'll hear the sweet stylings of Mr. Souther and Mr. McGraw, both on the mic tomorrow for the baseball game. So if you're inclined to sit at home and watch some high school baseball, you might want to tune into that. Just go to YouTube and search up Cape Henry Collegiate. You'll see our channel there.
Cape Henry baseball is the number one ranked team in the 757 according to the Virginia Pilot, following our Division I Visa State Championship last year.
We've got to push our back line up here. When Maya's taking the free kicks from the 18 and the center back is standing next to her, we've got a problem. And that leads to what we're seeing right now, yet another Prince Anne attack. Looks like we're out for a corner here for Princess Anne, and they're going to bring everybody forward. We're switching out somebody. We're sending up 2 big defenders. Center backs looks like, and we're going to have a midfielder drop off and be the last defender here. Goalkeeper playing well out of her box at this point, backing up a little bit as soon as I say that, of course. It's the commentator's jinx or something. But she's playing high up the pitch. Looks like Prince Anne's going to have a sub coming on here. Number 22, Olivia Dietz will come back in at the next dead ball. Corner kick comes in and headed. Nope, did not go out of bounds. Mary Turner's going to try to run this down, beaten to it by the Princess Anne left back. Having a good game. It looks like that was intended. Great save from Maya. She was down really quick. She's got great reflexes in the goal.
Maya
Looks like
just
she's a
walking it off
a
there.
little bit banged up there, but it looks like she's going to walk it off. That is a wrist or a finger issue, it looks like, and that's going to be a problem for a goalkeeper. Referee's over there making sure she's okay, doing his due diligence as he should. Well done, referee. And another corner. Looks like Maya's okay. She's going to tough it out. She's a tough kid. Short corner this time for the Cavaliers.
Maya also toughs it out on the basketball court.
Sanaya Rim makes a great play. That's going to be a foul. And we're going to have a conversation with the referee here for Captain
Izzy Kobos taking
Is that
her
Izzy Kobos?
talents
Okay.
to VCU. Just maybe getting a bit ahead of herself there.
Good refereeing again. Not going to brandish a yellow card at this point. I'm not sure it was yellow card worthy to begin with, but it's her first tackle, first offense. Giving her a little chat, and then we'll reevaluate the next one if there is a next one. We got a goal kick here for the Cavaliers. Olivia Dietz comes on at this dead ball for number 3. Ava Rogers comes back off. Playing it out wide. They
works there to intercept that.
Still trying
she
to
fails.
Play it back. Sanaya's in on a good tackle. I think that's going to be Princess Anne ball. Throw in deep in their own territory would be really good. That's a heck of a throw from the left back of the Cavaliers. Gets it out to midfield in one fell swoop. I was going to say before that happened that it would be nice on this deep throw to try to pin them in a little bit and win the ball and keep possession. They've switched the ball nicely now back to the right-hand side. And again, number 7 in center midfield at the center of everything for the Cavaliers. That's going to be Audrey Barclay. Another shot from outside the area that time for the Cavaliers. Again, over the bar. Just couldn't stay over top of it. That's going to be from Amelia Mankey. Washington Lee commit. Has a speculative go from outside the 18. Didn't pan out. A goal kick for Maya here with 12 minutes left. Down 2-0 to the Princess Anne Cavaliers. It's a beautiful day. We're having a good time. Hopefully the wind is not screwing with our microphones too badly, but we've got a break on. And it looks like the Dolphins' best shot at getting back in this game, as Mary Turner sits down in the middle of the field to tie her shoe, we have our best shot at getting back into this game is going to be to win this ball in midfield and hit them on the counter attack.
And I'd agree with the ref there that she probably hit that one out.
Did not get out. It's like number 20 is coming on. That's going to be Rihanna Penna on for number 8 Amy Woodworth for the Cavaliers.
And number 14 Olivia Keller is going to be coming on. We'll see who for. Kirsten Ruby kind of lays that ball perfectly for the Cavalier attacker there.
Oh, it's going to be 3-0 to the Cavaliers. That was a great goal from. I'm struggling to see the number out here. The sun is right in our eyes in the commentator's booth. I could put Zoe's sunglasses on, which I'm doing right now, which aren't helping.
Mary Turner is going to come off for a quick break.
Olivia Keller's on there.
And it looks like freshman Emma Martinez also going to be coming in. One of my cheerleader kids, just a great gal all around.
All right, looking forward to see Emma Martinez come on for this game.
Yeah, Emma!
struggle. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up with who scored that third goal for the Cavaliers. I think it's number 11. She's on the ball now. A nice left-footed shot just over Maya Harrington's reach. Unfortunately, Maya
Gave
was
it her
off her
all.
line a bit, and
She redeems herself there, going to meet the
that's
ball.
Isabella Kobos, number 11. I think that's who got that goal. Maya got caught just off her line a little bit, and Isabella Kobos was able to get it over outside the area, it looked like to me.
Olivia Keller now has moved into that front striker attacker position, which has sent Claire Davis back into the midfield on the wing. Ooh,
Ooh,
excellent punch there. Close one.
save
for
from Maya
Maya.
there, yeah. Not sure she couldn't have caught that at some point in that hole. Maybe the wind got it and the ball was moving. Maya does still look like she's struggling a bit. This is going to be a corner for the Cavaliers. I'm not sure what the
Earned. Is that four?
what the situation is here. Okay, the Cavaliers are going to start these runs out the 18 or out just outside the box, and we're going to have to make sure we mark up. We've got some zonal marking going on inside the 6-yard box, one on each post, and one looks standing right around the 6-yard box. Looks like Shannon's at the 6. Going to pick up any zonal marking that comes through. A little contact there between Maya and the midfielder from, and this is a good break on here for Shania. We'd love to have
some support there for her. She's kind of been
Zoe.
leading this brigade by herself on both kind of the energy front and just physically being the first one to the ball, trying her best, giving it all, when maybe the rest of the team isn't matching her level of intensity.
Olivia was making a real hard run.
I'm a little bit confused here, though. Sanaya's coming off for freshman Emma Martinez. Maybe they're looking to switch it up.
I'm sure that she's going to have a quick rest and be back on the pitch. She's been our best player thus far. Looks like we're switching corner takers. Was going to be Jillian. Oh, it's a throw-in. I'm sorry. That's what the issue is here. Okay. Over Olivia Keller's head. Jillian could press that. Decides not to. And Chloe needs to be a senior leader here. Stand on the ball and make sure we get some possession in the final third here. Well in from... Is that... I can't see.
It's going to be Peyton.
That's going to be Peyton. That's right. That's it. Thank you.
Yes, this is probably one of the youngest
are springing
teams.
Down the left-hand side, although it's too much for the left winger. Number 20, Rihanna Pina.
This is going to be one of the youngest girls soccer teams Cape Henry has seen in a while. Right now, we've got 4 or 5 players on the pitch that are freshmen or younger, when we're used to kind of having a really senior-led team. So it's definitely a different experience for Cape Henry soccer.
This is good movement here now from the Dolphins as they switch the ball through midfield using the 2 senior captains, Chloe and Jillian. Out to the left-hand side. We got a ball played in the box here straight to the Cavaliers keeper. About 6 minutes left, 6.5 minutes left in the game. And the Cape Henry Dolphins find themselves down 3-0 to a dominant Cavaliers team at this point. Looks like we're looking down the sideline here, looking at some interesting warming up. I'm not sure if the bench has gotten word that Maya perhaps is a bit injured, but we're warming up Emma Scott
as goalie.
As a goalie right now.
Big switch up for her.
I'm not sure if that's a tactical change to move Maya perhaps closer to the goal because she can play a forward. She's athletic enough to play anywhere on this pitch right now. And so it could be tactical, wanting to move Maya
especially
into
with
the
Emma's
attack.
Injury, since she might not be running as well.
And it's exactly right. And it could also be injury related if Maya did in fact injure that wrist or that finger when she stopped that shot just about 8 or 9 minutes ago, I think. A foul against the Cape Henry Dolphins here. It'll be a Prince Anne free kick. It looked as if the Dolphin player, it might have been Peyton, attempted to play the body of the player there and not exactly the ball. Claire, it was Claire. Thank you for that clarification.
That
So it's a foul on
clarification.
Yeah, see what you did there. That's classic
You
stuff.
did that.
Maya gets their hands on the ball and throws it out. Maya's doing a great job in there trying to spring our wingers. And here we come down the pitch. Emma's going to continue her run. The ball doesn't quite get through the left back for the Cavaliers. That's going to be Olivia Bromback, Virginia Wesleyan commit, and she is having a heck of a game so far against Sanaya and whoever else is playing out here on this right wing, right forward position for the Dolphins. Jillian's on the ball on the far side and plays a straight ball down the left-hand side. No willing runners at this point.
Olivia Keller trying to get after there, but
a little bit of a go there. Looks like some good pressure in midfield there. The Cavaliers move the ball swiftly through midfield, only for Chloe to clean it up. Looks like Chloe's moved into that holding midfield spot at this point. And you've got, is that Claire and Jillian in the attacking midfield there?
Yeah.
Or is that Paige and Jillian?
That's Payne's in the middle. Claire's going to be out here in striker.
Yeah, I'm going to get this straight before the game's over. I promise. About 4 minutes left.
Looks like Sanaya's going back in. Quick spell on the bench. She's ready to take on the pitch again. Amelia Mankey there sends that ball far.
It's a great run from Amy Woodworth. And
Izzy
now
Kobos.
Into the middle for Izzy Kobos. Exactly. Well done to Shannon Tatter. But Izzy looks like Chloe wasn't quite ready for that one. Her touch failed her.
Maybe a bit more intensity, a bit more, when push comes to shove, the Dolphins are bringing it right now, probably to a higher degree than we've seen so far throughout the rest of the game.
Another good attempt to cross in from number 2, Riley McGinnis.
Who's going to get subbed off here for number 3.
That's going to be Ava Rogers coming back on for Riley McGinnis. And number 23 is also coming off for the Cavaliers. Caroline White's senior center midfielder coming off and getting a break for the rest of the half.
And for the Dolphins, their 8th grader Claire Davis has come off, so Sanaya can go back into that striker position.
Referee plays advantage there. Certainly a foul. Looked like a push in the back on the Dolphins. Referee does again. It's having a good game, the referee.
No complaints.
Ball's played forward for Olivia. Olivia is giving
it her all to get there, but it won't be enough.
Not going to be enough. The center back plays it calmly back to the keeper, who's got the ball at her feet. Olivia would have done well there to press that a little bit more and get into it a little. Dolphins are doing, I'd say the best spell that we've had has been probably the last 8 or 9 minutes. It's been really tough for the Cavaliers to get anything going forward in the last 8 or 9 minutes. I think the catalyst for that has been some of the substitutions, getting some people some rest in the final couple of minutes, and Dolphins sort of working their way into the game a little bit now.
Some of those tackles are sticking.
Exactly.
They're maintaining possession, being more of a problem instead of just allowing the Cavaliers to move kind of as they wanted to through. They've been forced to play on their left side as opposed to what seems to be their preferred right side.
Sanaya made a real good penetrating run there into the back four and just got hung up on the last defender. Thought she was going to get through there. Cavaliers counter, ends up in the hands of Maya, plays it out very quickly to Jillian. Jillian's on the ball, dancing a little bit, loses possession, and looks like Izzy Kobos is taking control again. Has it go from well outside the box. Another speculative effort from her, but clearly she's got the talent to hit those. She's already got one today. And it'll be a goal kick for the Dolphins.
Number 5, Emerson Eves going in now for number 20, Rihanna Pena.
Okay.
For the Cavaliers.
Goal kick goes straight to number 7, the midfield, and
Chloe Schleif there works hard to cut her off, sends it to Jillian
Jillian
Summers.
sticks in a tackle and has the ball
You
one back,
know.
trying to play that straight ball to a straight run. That's not going to come off typically very well in a soccer match. You really want to find your angles. You really want to try to find your diagonal runs. If you're going to play a ball, you got to start your run. You got to start your run before the ball is played. Start your run before the ball is played. Looks like we're getting a little confirmation from the bench here that Emma will be going into the goal. Is that what we just saw?
I believe so.
Yeah.
We'll find out during halftime just to clarify if this is for the two reasons we decided this is to get Maya more involved in the
There's
contest.
the half, folks. Thanks for
Score
joining
stands
us
at
so far.
3-0 favoring the Cavaliers.
We'll be back in a little while.
Yeah.
All right, we are back live with you here for the second half. Dolphins and Cavaliers. Dolphins currently down 3-0. And in order to get back in this game, we're gonna have to absorb some pressure, and then hit the counterattacks into the deep wing areas of the pitch. Okay.
We've got a new goalie in Emma Scott. I believe Maya was subbed out just due to injury concerns. It looks like she maybe flipped or twisted.
Spit it out.
Twisted her finger in probably a concerning way for a goalie. You do need your hands. It's a hands-on experience.
Yep. And it looks like she's done for the day. I think
Hoodie on.
I think I saw the hoodie go on, and looks like she's done. We got another corner kick here for the Cavaliers.
Emma Scott's going to be put to the test immediately here.
Indeed, does not have the most height on our team,
but
she's got the
she's
spirit.
Mobile.
That is well said for our colleague on the end of the bench here, Lizzie Hanna, who's the manager,
soccer manager
of the soccer team, and we've got a
and Emma Scott records her first save here. She looks very proud of herself.
Now that was an excellent volley off the corner kick. Well, the drop kick leaves a tad bit to be desired, but she's not been in this position
before
recently.
Ever.
Yeah,
I'd say.
Okay?
So this is maybe a first.
I didn't want to misspeak, but I was thinking that. She's sticking close to her line, as most keepers do in the first few moments or stages of their goalie career.
I think she saw maybe the faults of Cooper Angley in the boys' season.
Number 7 has just dribbled around our entire team 2 or 3 times and then whiffed it at the top of the box. That's an unfortunate, and she looks to be a bit embarrassed, but she'll shake it off. She's a good player for this Cavalier team. They've switched it out wide now. Looks like that's going to be Nita Murthy starting again back out on the left-hand side for them. And again, they've moved her out to the left. I believe she started on the right in the first half.
Maybe they're
and again, the
to
Cavaliers are going to move defenders into the attack for the corner and move some midfielders out to be the last defender here. Again, the Cavalier goalie playing high up the pitch, halfway into her own half here. And we have got another corner for the Cavaliers.
Emma Scott will be put to the test again here.
Indeed, early. She's staring into the sun from that side. On this side of the field, we are essentially facing due west and staring into the sun. I'm probably going to wish I put on sunscreen.
Yeah, those Irish roots aren't helping you now.
Cleared out off the Cavaliers, and Emma Scott will have her first goal kick of the match. And
that went a lot more.
That was a lot smoother than the drop kick.
I think she's learning her strengths already.
And the Cavalier player lets it roll for a Princeton throw-in.
Emma Martinez.
It's going to be Emma Martinez getting the second half start out here on the left-hand side for the Dolphins, as well as Olivia Keller and Sanaya Rim up top. Try to run through the lineup here. It looks like Claire Davis and Peyton are going to be in the midfield with Jillian. Or is that Chloe? One of these is going to be on the right-hand side. It's going to be Claire on the right-hand side, I think. And the midfield is going to be made up of Chloe Schleifer in the holding spot. Jillian and Peyton are going to be the attacking midfielders. And we're sticking with 3 in the back. Shannon in the middle, Mary Turner on the left, and Kirsten Ruby out on the right. 3 backs. Now, it's an interesting approach. You see this sometimes. The more traditional formation is what the Cavaliers are set up with a sort of a 4-3-3. 3 center backs gives you some advantages and disadvantages. And it's a bit of a disadvantage for us in that the wing play for the Cavaliers is very strong. And when you only have 3 center backs, they tend at times to suck into the middle, right? To shore up the middle. Because where do the goals come from? The middle. Typically in front of goal, correct? Yeah.
Of course.
And so that leaves the wing wide open. So tactically, I think the Cavaliers are set up in a pretty good way to come at this Dolphin defense. And
Nina Murthy
has
been coming off of that wing and just shooting. She scored twice already, I believe.
I
Um,
believe so.
and
Yes.
she's really highlighted the weaknesses in this Dolphins setup on the scoreboard, not just in gameplay,
Sinai
but
is
she's
making a
been
great
making
play
it
to win
hurt.
the ball here. And we do get the foul. Referee held his whistle for a moment to see how that played out and ended up giving the foul for the Dolphins. We got a free kick here on the left-hand side, on the eastern side of the pitch. It looks like Shannon Tatter is going to come over and have a go at this free kick. This is
Shannon
a
Tatter also had a few injury concerns early in the week, but she's rebounded quickly. Healthy, three-sport athlete. She is going to be graduating as the highest
nice ball
decorated
from Shannon
Cape
up
Henry
to.
swimmer, female swimmer.
That's right. She's a tennis player, a swimmer, and a soccer player. Right. There's
Yes.
several three-sport athletes out here. Ball across to a wide open center. That's Isabella Cobos. Passes it back out to the right, and we've got a cross. Looks like the left winger was caught in two minds there, whether to try to curl it in that upper corner or hit a cross, and ended up shanking it into touch there. And Emma will have another goal kick set up here.
It looks like she's learned. She's going to go just from the straight line kick there instead of trying the drop punt.
Indeed. And she hits it
That
up
was
the
a
middle.
laser.
And Chloe Schleifer cleans up a bit of a mess there in midfield, and the Cavaliers have it back, and they establish their possession game again. They're playing out to the wing. A nice header infield, looking for Captain Isabella Cobos. Doesn't quite come off. Chloe's there to intercept, and the Cavaliers have a shot, and Emma Scott records her second save of the match. She will have
Scott
a drop
have
kick
a-
here. She's going to put it down and have a go. I think this is a good move. As the Cavaliers get hip to that, they're going to press her as soon as she puts that ball on the ground, and hopefully that doesn't lead to more goals for the Cavaliers.
If there's one thing Emma Scott knows, it's her strength. She's a quick learner, and I think when
Ball
she sees
wide
something
out here,
isn't
just
working,
a bit too much on that ball. Yeah. What do we got going on here? We have got a throw in for the Dolphins. I should apologize to my commentating partner. I think I was talking over her there. Cavaliers win the ball back. And
Chloe Schleifer there battles through the midfield. They're all just very close. They don't ever have anyone to go to. They're all stuck there, and therefore they haven't maintained the ball really at all. Emma Scott records her third save, however.
Great save there. Audrey Barclay picked that ball up in midfield and took it down the right-hand side to the touchline and across, and Emma Scott was there to intervene, looking for a long ball up the right-hand side for Olivia, and the left back, who is Olivia Brombeck, intervenes there for the Cavaliers, and the Dolphins had a rare foray into the Cavalier half that time, but it was short-lived, and Audrey Barclay is back on the ball in midfield for the Cavaliers, which I think is probably the way their coach would have it all the time. If she can be on the ball, the better off their whole operation is going to go. She seems to be the linchpin in midfield that gets the attack going. Really, really well done switching fields from left to right through the midfield.
Chloe Schleifer there just trying to pin them in. They haven't been able to maintain the ball, but Emma Scott, fourth career save.
A lovely shot from outside the box for the Cavaliers, and Emma Scott there to equal it.
There's always time to equalize.
Always time. So we got Sanaya's got the ball.
30 minutes
She's
to
about
be exact.
40 yards from goal, and the Cavalier defense intervenes. We really need to get Sanaya some help and support up there. Love
I think
to
it's
see
just
some
the running
midfielders
there.
making a run through there.
No one else is running at it as hard. No one's getting up there the way Sanaya is. So many times this game we've seen her out front alone, putting up a great effort to try and get that ball into the goal, and it just has not been fruitful yet.
Shannon Tatter with the free kick, and she's going to be instructed to move a lot closer to the goal which I think is also good refereeing. Thank you, sir. And she's going to put her left foot on this and try to play the ball and drop it right on that penalty spot inside the 18 and have Sanaya jump on a goal here. And that's exactly where she puts it, although the Cavalier defense seemed to also be aware that's what she was going to do.
Just a note here, the wind is definitely picking up there. I think Shannon just kicked that right into a strong gust, and it probably didn't get the distance she was anticipating or the curve towards Sanaya.
That is a very good ball. I will echo the Princeton coach. Isabel Cobos couldn't quite get it under control, but a good ball out here from Amy Woodworth into the center forward. Olivia Keller gives a great effort there right at midfield. Couldn't quite get to it. She's going to chase all day. That's her mentality. There's a great through ball for the Cavaliers. Going to just get over the line there. Looks like we've got a couple of boys players hanging out on the bench down here. Not sure what that's all about. I think they've been training up a little bit with the girls this week in the past couple weeks. Yeah, we've got Taylor Irvin, Sergio Anton, and Josh Fry down there offering their support to the girls team out here.
Even in the off season, our boys soccer team, one of the most decorated sports teams in the Cape Henry Halls. My co-commentator here, Brian Facemeyers, had a lot to do with that.
Another long shot coming in from midfield, heads over the bar that time. And Emma Scott will have another goal kick.
Okay, that's good to know. I knew there was a box, I didn't know it was 18 yards.
All right, it's played out wide here to Emma Martinez, who's going to streak up the sideline here and is, just shoved off the ball a little bit there by number 22, Olivia Dietz. Having a good game, little collision in midfield. That's going to be Peyton, and she's going to give up the foul there. Real hard-nosed play, really getting stuck into some tackles. I like how she plays in midfield. She's got a long ball over the top here. Isabella Cobos in on goal. Shannon Tatter doing her best and forces her wide. Great defensive effort from Shannon Tatter there to put her off. It looked like Cobos was in on goal for number 4 there.
We've talked a lot about Sanaya today, but Shannon Tatter's also been keeping the Dolphins in touch with any chance of winning this game. She's been there, her and Maya as well. We're just giving it their all, saving those balls, and really standing as a difference, especially now with a more inexperienced goalie. She's been crucial there to keep Emma afloat.
Indeed. We got an offsides call here against Amy Woodworth on the right-hand side. At the beginning of the game, she was doing a lot of cutting into the center, and she's been staying put so far. She's playing on the right-hand side. Has not been cutting infield as much as she had in the first half. Chloe Schleifer there, senior captain. Wow, gets knocked off the ball pretty hard there.
By Amy
Woodworth, who we were just mentioning. Chloe's up.
She's gonna suck in a few.
It looks like she maybe got the wind knocked out of her a little bit.
Take some deep breaths. Maybe check her nose there for some blood.
They're gonna have a look here and see how she is. She's gonna come off. It looks like she got hit pretty hard there.
Yeah, that was really a full-bodied.
It's gonna be Megan Zimmerman.
To the ground.
That was a hard hit. Megan Zimmerman's gonna come on in her place while Chloe assesses the damage for a few minutes, and I'm sure we'll be happy to get that senior leadership back on the field as soon as she's ready. So I hear Coach Brunn down there urging the defense to hold their line. And what that means is he wants to see them go, oh, nice shot here from out wide from, is that Jillian on the wide right out there? Or is that Jillian? Yeah. Anyway, Coach Brunn is trying to get the defense to stop backing up when we don't have the ball. When we have the ball, we want to be pushing forward. We want to keep the lines connected, right? We want to keep the connection between the defense, the midfield, and the forwards. And if we continue to back up, that's why I'm saying hold your line, hold your line. If you continue to back up, we get disconnected, the game gets stretched. They have 100 million miles to work with, and we've got Amy Woodworth in on goal here via one-on-one, and she hits it wide. They're going to drop in a bit. I'm listening to Coach explain some tactics down here. Coach Lowry explained some tactics out here. So we're trying to hold the line, keep from backing up. We're not going to high press. It looks like we're going to drop in, absorb pressure, and hit on the counterattack. And I think that's a good plan. I said that from the beginning. That was a good plan.
Try and neutralize.
Indeed. The problem with that is it's taxing. It's taxing to defend. And we may see some more frequent substitutions. I see Coach getting, it looks like Coach Lowry's talking to two players down here. Maybe we're going to start rotating some people in and out.
Just got under 25 minutes left to play.
Sadie Jolly and Kirsten Ruby set to enter the game for the Dolphins here. Probably right after this Prince Anne corner kick. Ball comes out to about the 18 off that corner. An attempted header goes out of bounds for a Dolphin throw, and we're going to get these subs in. Looks like Emma Martinez and Gala
Mateus are going to swap out here. So it'll be Sadie Jolly sending this ball in after Emma just went for quite a long run, it seems, to collect the ball. She's going to get a quick spell on the bench.
Emma's part of this younger group.
She's a freshman
on this
there.
Dolphin team. She's a freshman.
I've had the awesome chance to work with several members on this team, Megan, Gala, and Emma, through the Peer Leaders program that Kim Johnson has pioneered.
The legendary Kim Johnson.
Yes. A little shout out there.
And it'll be another Dolphin throw. And that's going to be Sadie on the throw in there. Looking for Sanaya, gets over her head. Amy Woodworth intervenes for the Cavaliers, and she possesses the ball, finds Audryn Barclay in the midfield. Audryn collects, turns, poises herself, plays out here wide to number 22, gets past Sadie. We've got a cross into the box and a collision with the goalkeeper, Nina Murthy, running into that near post, and Emma makes the save. Well done.
And that's the thing, is if you're colliding with Emma, she's colliding back. You know, she's going to bring her full force to that and come out on top, really.
Well done to Sadie intervening here on the left-hand side. Fully agree about Emma and her style of play. She knows one speed, and it's forward, and it's fast and hard.
It's aggressive.
Exactly.
You know, really, if there's one word to describe how Emma plays in any sport, it's aggressive.
Aggressive is the word. There's no better. Sanaya with a great defensive play. A little bit of fancy footwork here and gets fouled in the process. She's won about 3 or 4 free kicks in really decent positions for the Dolphins. And Shannon's going to be on this free kick again here this afternoon. The wind is picking up here, so I hope you can still hear the commentary. I'm not sure how badly it is messing with our mics. But Shannon's kicking. I'm getting some technical word here from the technical masters of this whole operation, Wyatt Klimkowitz, that the wind typically does not mess with the microphones too much, so that's good to know. I see. Got number 12 here on top of the box, a few quick turns and a left-footed shot. That's going to be, who is number 12? That's going to be Amelia Mankey.
Washington Lee commit.
She's a Washington Lee commit. She's been an integral piece of their midfield. She looks like she's playing in that holding spot. That's that spot that Chloe was playing and that Emma was playing before she was forced into the goal by an injury to our starting keeper. That's a good one-touch pass out to the wide areas. That's Megan Zimmerman, who's on the ball now and is going to chase this down and put number 22.
Sends it
Number
into the
22
pass
under
of
pressure.
Sanaya,
That's
but
Olivia Dietz out here on the left, and Audrin Barclay's got the ball back again, looking for options. Plays a through ball into the
Scott's gonna
box.
come
Emma
out.
comes for it and beats the forward to the ball. Well done, Emma. That is an
Chloe
excellent
Schleifer has
idea.
recovered here from that big hit. She'll be going back and providing that senior leadership that we've kind of really been needing.
We've got a screen up here now, so hopefully there's another foul against Sanaya Rim.
Good sign of teamwork there.
Killian is going to get out the yellow card for
number 12, Amelia Mankey.
Number 12, Amelia Mankey. That's about she's going to come off due to the yellow card. I think the coach is just going to let her have a rest here for a few minutes. And I'm sure that being an integral piece of this whole thing, that she's going to get back on the pitch pretty soon. Shannon's on the free kick again and hits it up towards Sanaya, who doesn't quite get there. Mary Turner's on the ball now. Again, plays it towards Sanaya, and Sanaya will control, turn, and get the ball out here to Sadie Jolly, who loses the ball. Audrin Barclay on the ball again. She seems to have covered every blade of grass on this pitch today.
Cape Henry's tried to get out of there. Audrin's there. And Amelia Mankey just takes a real quick rest on the bench there, and she's back in. Just kind of that one passage of play that she was missing from.
About 18 minutes left in the game. Nina Murthy streaking down the right-hand side.
Unopposed.
She's unopposed out here. Shannon now shifts over to meet the threat. Plays the ball across midfield, off the post for Isabella Cobos, and
Shannon Tatter puts her whole
attempts to play it
into
back
that.
across to
and
the
somehow
left winger,
Cape Henry
and
has ended up with possession.
Playing the ball forward. Olivia is now on a counter run, and the center back cleans up the mess. Well done from a defensive standpoint for the Cape Henry Dolphins there to neutralize that threat and then get the ball forward as quickly as possible to a forward. A little bit of banter back and forth between the coaches. That's a collegial atmosphere out here.
Do you mean cordial?
Tina, Coach Lowry is giving us content out here. We'd love to get her on the mic someday. We're going to mic her up one day and cut to her at halftime.
See what she's got.
And Emma Scott on the goal kick gets it out. Oh, almost intercepted by the Cavaliers, but they're back on it now. Chloe is back in the game, as we mentioned, back in that holding midfield spot. So hopefully shore up some of our
senior, maybe our leadership.
The
just someone there to steer the ship.
We've got a couple subs coming on for the Cavaliers. Like Amy Woodworth's coming back on, and number 14, freshman Gianna Ford is on. I think she came on for about 1 minute when Amelia Mankey came off after the yellow card.
And coaches Kobos is also coming off, the senior
captain?
I lied. The junior.
Junior captain, okay. Oh, she's committed as a junior. That's impressive. Looks like an interception on the edge of the box for the Cavaliers, and they're in here.
Don't worry, Emma Scott's there.
Emma Scott makes the save with her feet, unorthodox to say the least, but it worked. And
maybe that's what this team needs. Something a little
outside the box,
a
little creativity.
Guard.
Well said.
Oh! Outside.
Brilliant stuff from my colleague down the end here, Lizzie Hanna.
You can read her scholar update at the Cape Henry website if you want to hear more about the talented soccer manager.
And a long go just over the bar from number 24, Olivia Brombeck. That's their right back having a long way out, having to go. Just over the bar. Not sure Emma Scott would have got to that if it was a little under the bar.
Emma is certainly mobile, but she is vertically challenged, I'd say. She tries her best to be everywhere, but she can't always.
I can't say that I can argue with that. Jillian's going to press this the right back out here.
Jillian Summer, an
And it looks like
engineer
and
here, is
Sadie
going to try and
Jolly.
engineer the play. She's got a future in STEM ahead of her. Looks like that PA player almost disrupted that for herself there.
Yeah, it looks like she had a little bit of trouble getting under control on the far side there. Ends up a cape throw in. And that's going to be out on the Cavaliers again for a second consecutive cape throw in. I can't see across there, Zoe, who is throwing the ball in. I just got hit in the face with a plastic screen
We've had a bit of
kind. And my water just spilled all over my seat here, so we're having some issues in the booth today. Having some issues in the booth. Wonder if I can find a towel somewhere.
Oh.
No, Wyatt. Okay, we don't need it. No, we're fine. I'll stand.
A little bit of.
Here. All right, no,
milk.
we're all right. We had a little
Flat
bit
white
of a
spilled there.
Little mishap there. Well, we had some. I'll tell you what happened. We had some plexiglass screens set up in front of here to try to block some of the wind, and they came undone from the
sheer force.
The sheer force of these westerly winds. So the wind is out of the west. Is that westerly or easterly? Okay, so I was right. These are westerly winds. Olivia Brombeck now back on the ball for the Cavaliers. We'll get back into the game now. We've cleaned up our mess, and we're now back in action. Brombeck again plays a great ball forward into Nina Murthy, who plays it out wide, one touch. And I'm not sure the winger, though speedy, is not going to get there, and that's going to be a goal kick for the Dolphins. Looks like junior captain Isabella Cobos coming back on. And as well as number 5, first appearance here for number 5, I believe Emerson Eves, midfield, a junior midfielder is coming on as well.
With just over 12 minutes left to play, the Dolphins' time, the clock is ticking.
Indeed.
Especially with this wind picking up, controlling the ball is becoming more and more difficult on those kickouts.
We have recovered from the smashed wind glass piece and are now long throw in here for the Cavaliers. They are getting, looks like, Amy Woodworth on the ball in the box, and the Dolphins have collected possession. Play a great ball forward out to Olivia Keller, who fights for the ball
and stays on it.
And then ultimately loses
out. It.
And there's Nina Murthy. Or no, that is not Nina Murthy. Excuse me.
Yes, it is.
That's number 8.
And it just scores there. That'll be Amy Woodworth there. Sent it off. Emma Scott, who's done a great job.
We've got an offsides call here. No goal.
Oh.
Looks like we're saved by the flag on that particular.
And Emma Scott maintains her perfect record so far. No balls let in.
No goals let for Emma yet. And that's going to be a nice ball out here to Jillian, who miscontrols it. Audrey Barclay does not miscontrol it. Turns, finds Olivia Brombeck, our fellow senior, out on the right-hand side. Sanaya and her are in a battle out here. Plays it back over here to Barclay. Plays it one touch back to her center back, and it comes back out here to Olivia. Everything happens on this right-hand side for the Cavaliers. Going to be a Dolphin throw-in with about 10 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game, down 3-0, and we've got a throw-in here for Mary Turner-Ship.
Mary Turner-Ship coming back from a very serious elbow injury. I think she had to get.
That's right.
She was in a cast for quite a while. It was an intense surgery there, because I think she had quite a deep break on her elbow that came during the basketball season. She's another one of our tri-sport athletes. She won a state championship with tennis in the fall, plays on the basketball team, and now takes the soccer pitch during the spring.
Looks like we've got Peyton Peterson ready to come back on for the Dolphins. One of these super 8th graders and part of this really young contingent that we've got making up this Dolphin squad this year. It's a good mix, but we are in the young side. And the goal kick goes straight into the midfield to Isabella Cobos, forward to Amy Woodworth, and out wide to the left winger. Thank you. Sanaya Rim now on the ball in midfield, plays through to Olivia Keller. Great turn from Olivia, lets it roll past. The defender goes with her, interfered with here though, and loses out in the midfield. We have had very few opportunities to get into the attacking third in the second half.
I mean, almost since the first 10 minutes of the game, there's been no attack from Cape Henry. It's just been
There's another shot straight to the keeper. Emma Scott saves.
neutralize that.
You're absolutely right.
And while we have prevented any more Princess Anne goals, no Dolphin goals have come.
Sanaya comes out wide to press the ball. We've got Olivia Brombeck on a throw in here for the Cavaliers. Looks like in the midfield, she's got several options. Goes for a long throw to the forward. Is that going to be Nina Murthy there, number 13?
Yes. Just a sophomore, but she is an integral part of the Cavalier team. She's been crucial in a lot of their attacks and has hit the scoreboard. The forwards here playing a bit higher of a press than they've seen, trying to just keep that ball pinned, and they are not successful. Mary Turner there called for a handball. I think she just shied away from it, got scared. It was coming right to the face.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with that. It looked like it hit her on the upper shoulder. And by the letter of the law, that's not a handball. Referee sees it differently, and we've got a Cavalier free kick here in the attacking, in a really sort of dangerous area here. She can, who's that on the free kick for the Cavaliers? She can swing this in, a little right-footed, swinging this ball out towards the back post would be my guess. And a back heel. Emma Scott bobbles it and then picks it up, and we've got a foul on
Emma
goalie.
Scott, yeah, she did get tripped after she had possessed the ball.
Referee does show a yellow card.
To number 3, I believe.
I believe that's true. I don't think she has to sub on a yellow card, but I'm not. But they seem to be doing that. Amy Woodworth, again, integral piece of this attack, plays it out wide here to number 5, Emerson Eves, who's been in the game here since probably about 10 minutes. So it looks like Coach Prince Anne is using this to get some people some time that maybe don't usually get time.
Claire Davis is coming off in exchange for Peyton Peterson. Just as 2 8th graders flip-flopping here, getting them some pretty meaningful minutes.
That's right. Emma Scott's got a goal kick, and we'll see what she does with this.
Sends it long.
It's a long way up
an
the
absolute
field.
Bullet.
Jillian Summers gets it and attempts to play it out wide. I think that was her attempt, but didn't come off. Now we've got Brombeck alive and well inside the Cape Henry box. Emerson's going to have a nice cross here for the Cavaliers, met by Chloe Schleifer, who clears the ball out of play for a Cavalier throw-in. Trying to see the scoreboard across the way. I know we've got a lacrosse game going on. A little while ago, I thought I was able to see that we were down 5-2 to Ocean Lakes. 8-5 now, I'm being told. 8-5, losing to Ocean Lakes this afternoon. Tomorrow, if you're interested in some men's lacrosse come on out to the turf field. And the Saints of St. Christopher's School in Richmond will be visiting tomorrow afternoon to give the Dolphins a run at some lacrosse. And we've got a shot here from outside the box from the Cavaliers straight at Emma, though. She makes the save. Emma's record stays clean. Who was that shot from? Number 12.
Yes,
It's
Amelia
going to be Amelia
Mankey.
Mankey, yep.
And if you're interested in some girls lacrosse, they've got another game coming up right now at about 6:30 here. They've had a great record so far, undefeated.
Side netting here. It looks like the Cavaliers are going to make another sub. Number 23, Caroline White, senior midfielder, is going to come on for number 11, Isabel Cobos, junior captain. And looks like we got another sub, a late sub coming on here. Number 17, Haley Kraft. I apologize if I'm not getting that 100% accurate. Looks like she's going to have to wait till the next dead ball, though. So she'll be coming on. She is a freshman. Oh, Cavaliers getting some freshmen some time as well. It's like Barclay drives up the sideline, and we have a corner kick here for the Cavaliers. It's like number 6, Keely Ferguson, junior defender for the Cavaliers, comes over to take the corner. 3.5 minutes to play. Nice low ball in towards the near post. Big whiff on the edge of the box. That could have been bad for the Dolphins. She missed it, though. Cavaliers maintain control, and yet another shot from outside the box from Amelia Mankey. That one does not come off as she intended. Goes high and wide. Now we've got 17 coming on for the Cavaliers. That's Hallie Kraft. And 18 as well will come on. That's Carly Hammer. She's a junior forward for the Cavaliers. Coming off for Amy Woodworth and Nina Murthy coming off.
And for the
changes
Dolphins,
in attack for the Cavaliers.
For the Dolphins, freshman Emma Martinez is going to be moving in. She's been playing in that wing midfield role, so we'll see who gets subbed out.
Great play from Shannon up to Sanaya, up to Olivia, back to Sanaya. That's a really good piece of play. Referee attempted to play advantage there, but brings it back for the foul on Olivia just inside the midfield circle. And I'm assuming Shannon Tatter's going to put her big left foot on this and take this free kick.
Looks like it might be Emma.
Fall to Emma. Emma
coming all the way out.
Coming out to the midfield line to have a free kick.
Unorthodox, and as a result, the Cavaliers are moving some forwards way up.
And she hits it right as a big wind gust comes, so probably didn't get it all.
She is full sprinting back into the goal now.
Mary Turner keeps the ball inside the final third of the Cavaliers. We've got a good little combination play going on here with Mary Turner and Sanaya, and Jillian there just didn't come off. Cavaliers retain possession. Jillian gets stuck into a tackle here on the side, and that's going to be a Dolphin throw-in. So some sustained pressure here in the final 2 minutes for the Dolphins.
Sadie Jolly coming off in exchange for Emma Martinez.
A little fresh legs on the side. Get a little consolation goal here for the morale. We are under 2 minutes to play. The referee has the clock on the field, and so we are now at his mercy. And the Cavaliers break up the sideline with number 5. Emerson Eves came on not too long ago.
Trying to center the ball and just sends it wide.
Couldn't wrap her foot around it, could she? Couldn't wrap her foot all the way around it. Ends up hitting it behind the goal. Emma Scott will have another goal kick here. Played out wide here to Emerson Eves again. A little bit of a miscontrol off her, over the line into touch, and Emma will have another goal kick. Again, we're under 2 minutes to play. The clock stops here on the field. The referee keeps the time on his watch on the field. So like I mentioned a minute ago, we are at his mercy. And I imagine this whistle is going to get blown sooner rather than later. Dolphins down 3-0 to a really good and talented Princess Anne Cavalier women's soccer program. The ball's played forward to Sanaya. She's shaking the first defender and looking for options and support. She's got it in the form of that Peyton.
It's gonna
And
be
as we
then
move
there.
forward, that's going to be the final whistle from the referee in the center of the pitch. Dolphins go down to a really talented Cavalier team, 3-0 today. Hopefully you can join us tomorrow for a little baseball with the sweet stylings of Mr. Souther and Mr. McGraw. That game's going to start at 4:30, and that'll be the
Thank you
time we
all
go
for
live.
tuning in with us.
Thank you all. That's it for us.